how you guys do in ISL. Friesland here, and on this beautiful day, me and someone else are going to bring you the Week 2 recap of the ISL Monotournament. Do you want to announce yourself, second person?
How's it going, guys? It's Hayden, coach of the Texas Rhyhorns.
Yeah, so me and Hayden are here. Hayden is laughing now because this is the third time I'm actually doing the intro because I fucked it up twice. It doesn't matter. It's good now, so we can talk for a while about the quarterfinals of the ISL Monotournament. Last week we didn't upload. We did record a recap, but I kind of goofed with the Photoshop and all the editing and all the rendering, so I couldn't get the video out in time. So that's the reason why week 1 of the ISL is not, or week 1 of the Monotournament hasn't been uploaded, and now that's the reason why we're going to upload the quarterfinals of the tournament.
Yeah.
In short, all the battles that happened this week were Texas Rhyhorns, the Ice type versus the San Francisco 49 Tails with Psychic type, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Dark type versus the Death Starmies and Grass type, then the New Orleans Pidgeys with the Bug type versus the New England Patriots with Electric type, and then Cincinnati Regigigas with a Normal type and Menifee City versus Menifee City with a Poison type. So Hayden, if you want to kick off the first battle, that'd be amazing.
Okay, so the first battle is actually my battle. I'm the Ice type going against Boo, who is Psychic type. And right away, Boo has Metagross, Victini, Medicham, Meloetta, and Bronzong, who all have stab super effective moves on my Ice types. So what did I do to counter him? I used 3 Scarf users, a Dragon Dancer, and a Rock Polish user.
Yeah.
And it worked out for a little bit. Boo led Mesprit. I led Abomasnow. He put up rocks, and I actually had a sash on my Lapras. Before the battle, I had leftovers, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a sash on that so I can get at least 1 Dragon Dance up. And that was useless now. But Abomasnow takes out Mesprit with 2 Shadow Balls. Then Victini missed a Blue Flare, so Abomasnow brought it down to, I believe it was like 40%. And then the second Blue Flare hit and took out the Abomasnow. Then I brought in Jinx, who is also Scarfed. Both Abomasnow and Jinx, one of the Scarfers. And so I use Shadow Ball again. He brings in the Bronzong. And Bronzong lives 2 of them and takes me out with the Gyro Ball, Okos. And then Lapras comes in, sets up a Dragon Dance. But I get Toxicked, so I know I can only take 1, so I can't set up any more. And I decide to go for Outrage and take us both down. And then he brings in Medicham on my Kyurem Black. He Fake Outs, and then the next turn I kill a Shadow Claw. And then the greatest thing in the world happens. He brings in Victini. I still have Aurorus with Chople Berry and Weavile.
Oh.
Yeah, Rock Polish. Okay, so his Victini takes out my Kyurem Black with Focus Blast. So it's like, it has Victory Star, I understand. Then Aurorus comes in. He lives a Focus Blast. Yes, he hits his second straight one.
Yeah, that's because you had Chople Berry. Yeah, Chople Berry.
Yeah. I get a Rock Polish up, and I know if he has any Scarfers in the back, besides Victini, I need a second Rock Polish up, because I still don't outspeed anybody. So I'm going to set up a second Rock Polish, but guess what? Victini hits a third straight Focus Blast, takes out my Aurorus. Then I bring in Weavile. I'm like, you know what? He's not going to do it again. But guess what? He hits a 4th straight Focus Blast, and I lose 3-0.
Yeah. So Victini picking up 4 kills, Bronzong picking up 2 kills, then the Kyurem picking 1 kill, Lapras picking 1 kill, and the Abomasnow, of course, picking up 1 kill as well. So, of course, it was an expected result. I mean, we predicted last recap what we would expect to win. So we expected this kind of result because Buddhist has a far superior team against your team. Because everyone has stab that's super effective against you. Yeah, basically.
And then he brought Mesprit just because rocks.
Yeah, basically.
Hurt.
Yep. So we can jump into the second battle. Do you think?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so the second battle is Corné, coach of the Death Starmies with the Grass type versus Ipa, coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dark type. This game started kind of anticlimactic. Corné led with the Shaman and Ipa led with his Honchkrow. Oh, first of all the teams. Ippa brought his Hydreigon, Weavile, Honchkrow, Bisharp, Mandibus, and Zorark. And Corné brought Shaymin, Breloom, Tangrowth, Whimsicott, Ferrothorn, and Emolgas. So the first lead, as I already said, was kind of anticlimactic. The Shaymin was out on the Death Starmie side, and the Honchkrow was out on the Sealer side, and the Shaymin just went straight for a Dazzling Gleam and Coty Honchkrow. So that was a fun part of the battle. I didn't exactly write down what happened throughout the entire battle. Hayden kind of did it, but I kind of didn't do it because I'm kind of running on time. I just watched the battles like probably 20 minutes ago, so I didn't write down much. But the most notable event in this game was the Mandibus. At some point, the Breloom was up and got a revenge kill on the Hydreigon, I think. No, someone else. Yeah, the Breloom was basically in. The Breloom was. I know what happened.
Okay.
The Mandibus killed the Shaymin with. Oh no, it didn't kill the Shaymin.
The Shaymin killed the Mandibus.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Or no, the Honchkrow.
Wait a minute. So the Breloom was out. The Breloom was out at some point. Then
he came in after Amoonguss died from Weavile.
Yeah, that was it. Amoonguss died. Yeah, there you go. So the Breloom comes in, then the Mandibus comes in on the Death Storm, or on the Sealer side. He only takes 20% from a Mark Punch from Breloom, and I know this Breloom was expert build, by the way. I knew some builds from Corné, so that's the thing I know. So he only takes 20%. He decides to switch out into, I think it was, who was it?
I think he switched out into Tangrowth.
He switched out, he switched out into Tangrowth, I think. And then Mandibus set up a Tailwind. Then Corné decided to swap back into Shaymin, because I think the Shaymin was scarfed. I'm not sure. Or it was something else. Doesn't matter. Mandibus goes for Brave Bird on the Tangrowth, but Shaymin switches in, takes 60%. I think Corné kind of forgot that the Tailwind was up, because he stays in with the Shaymin instead of going out to the Ferrothorn or in the Tangrowth to absorb the Brave Bird, and the Shaymin basically dies. Then Corné notices that the Ferrothorn can kind of wall the Mandibus, so that's the reason why Ippa switched in his Hydreigon. And this is the part where the game starts becoming interesting, because this Hydreigon kills the Ferrothorn. First of all, Ferrothorn T-Waved the Hydreigon, got a full pair on the first turn, but it didn't really matter, because Ferrothorn proceeded to miss a Leech Seed, where Hydreigon will kill the Ferrothorn with 2 Flamethrowers, because the Ferrothorn was Okka Berry. So that's the fire reducing berry, basically. So the Ferrothorn dies, then the Whimsicott comes in. And I know from Corné, this Hydreigon was fully HP, max special defense, positive special defense nature, against a max special attack. Max special attack, timid Pixie Plate Whimsicott. So that means that the Whimsicott had a 50% chance to kill the Hydreigon, and it didn't kill the Hydreigon because it did 99.2% of damage. So the Hydreigon proceeds to Thunder Wave the Whimsicott, and then the following 2 turns, the same thing happened. Whimsicott gets fully paralyzed, Hydreigon Flamethrowers it, and the following turn the same thing happens. So Corné gets paralyzed twice, misses a Lead Seed, gets a low roll, all within 4 turns. So that was kind of a bad luck on his part. So that basically was the point where his check for Mandibus was gone. I mean, he had Ferrothorn was dead and Whimsicott was dead, so Mandibus kind of had free reign on the rest of Corné's team, and it picked up 3 kills at the end of the game. Hydreigon picked up 2 kills, Weavile and Shaymin and Breloom both picked up 1 kill. So that was basically the second battle we had this week. If you want to go ahead with the third battle, that'd be nice.
Okay, the third battle is Blaze and the New Orleans Pidgeys, who are Bug type, versus Burke and the New England Patch, which are Electric type. Now this battle didn't have a lot of memorable moments, as you say, so I'm just going to basically list off the deaths. But my first note was Blaze had 0 immunities to Volt Switch, plus got outsped by nearly everything on Burke's team, so... Yep. I was expecting a whole bunch of switching to go on, and then it actually took like 5 turns for the first kill. Magneton takes out Escavalier with HP Fire, and then Blaze mispredicted Magneton to switch out, and Magneton takes out Crustle, who had already taken previous damage with 2 Thunderbolts, Then Volcarona comes out, takes out Magneton with Fire Dance, and then Burke brought in Zapdos on Volcarona. And I was actually watching this battle live, and I think Blaze was calcing for an air cutter, because I think he was thinking he was fully special. But after about 2 minutes of thinking, Blaze finally picked a move, and Burke turned out to be a mixed Zapdos with Drill Pick, Okos to Volcarona, and then Blaze brings in the Vivillon. Burke switches out to Lantern, who has safety goggles, so Vivillon can't set up and sweep. Then after a few turns, Zapdos takes out Vivillon with Drill Peck again. Then kind of a big play was Blaze Mr. Rock Slide on the Lantern, switch in with Durant, making the following Rock Slide not kill and allowing Burke to parry the Durant, making it literally not a threat anymore. And that basically won the game sealed the game for Burke, as Durant took out Lantern with Rock Slide, and then Zapdos just came in and took out Durant and Scissor with Heat Wave in back-to-back turns. Burke won 4-0.
Yeah, so the Zapdos picking up 4 kills this week, and the Magneton picking up 1 kill. And then on the Pidgey side, the Volcarona and the Durant picking up 1 kill. So we can go ahead into the last battle, which was, in my opinion, this week had a lot of exciting battles. I mean, your battle was kind of close in the beginning because of your builds. The 3 Scarvers, the Sash, and the Berry, of course. So that kind of made the game interesting. The Seeders versus the Starmies game was kind of interesting because the matchup wasn't really in someone's favor, in a sense. But also because of the Hex, it was kind of more interesting. Yeah. I'm just doing the thing with my fingers where I do the bunny ears, you know what I mean? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, okay. And then the last battle was...
I made a 6-0 into a 3-0 with Scarfers. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Plus you didn't forfeit, so...
Yeah, I didn't forfeit.
So, going into the last battle, it was the Cincinnati Regigigas with normal type versus the Manaphysidian poison type. And this game was interesting, because on both sides of the field, we had 2 Mons that basically murdered the other team.
Yeah, it was... great battle.
Yeah, it was a great battle. Damon sent out the Exploit first, and it already got 2 kills. I think it was on the Garbodor and the Skuntank, if I'm not mistaken. It probably was. It was probably the Garbodor, or it could have also been a Nidoking, by the way. No, it was the Nidoking. It was the Garbodor and the Skuntank. Yeah. Then the Weezing comes in. Damon switched down to the Perugly, or something else comes in, I think. Yeah. I'm not pretty sure, but at some point the Perugly was against the Weezing. The Weezing just Will-O-Wisped it. It whittled down the Perugly. Fun fact, this Perugly was actually Fake Out, Last Resort, Retaliate, something else. So basically a Last Resort set. Yeah, it has something else. Knockoff.
Knockoff.
Yeah. So the Weezing proceeded to kill the Perugly. Then the Exploit came in again to pick up 1 more kill. Then the Gengar came in. But yeah, Exploit has Scrappy, so... Gengar died.
Scrappy and Scarf, yeah.
And Scarf. And Gengar died. So that was kind of anticlimactic.
It died fast.
Then the Nidoqueen came in, and this is where the thing got kind of interesting. The Nidoqueen killed the Exploit with, I think it was Earth Power.
Yep.
Or something else. Then the Pyro came in, died to an Earth Power. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the Porygon 2 came in. Or the Miltank, one of the 2.
The Porygon 2 came in.
The Porygon 2 came in. Then the Nidoking switched in. Yeah, he switched it into the Nidoking. Porygon 2 took probably more than 50% with his Tri-Attack on the Nidoking switch in. Then the Nidoking proceeded to Superpower, but it didn't kill the Porygon, where Porygon got the kill on the Nidoking. The Nidoqueen came in. And this is kind of the same as the first battle, because Nidoqueen had Focus Blast. And personally, I think this is more... special than what happened to you, Hayden, with all my respect. It's less likely to happen. Nidoqueen uses Focus Blast, kills Porygon 2. Then the Tauros came in, probably. It was probably Tauros.
He brought in the Miltank with Chocolate
The Miltank. So, the Miltank also took a Focus Blast, so the Queen hit another Focus Blast. Had Chople Berry. And then the Miltank wasn't able to kill the Nidoqueen with, I'm not sure what move. It probably was something. So the the Nidoqueen goes for another Focus Blast, hits it, kills the Miltank. Then the Tauros comes in. You can already guess what happened. The Nidoqueen hit the 4th straight Focus Blast in a row. So nothing like Victory Star, stuff like that. So 4 times, 70% accuracy in a row. Hit it, which turned the game into a 1-0 favor into the Manaphy City's favor. Where Nidoking picked up 5 kills and Exploud picks up 4 kills. And then Porygon 2 and Weezing picking up both 1 kill. Yeah. So this was, as I said, this was a game where both sides had one Mon that murdered the other team, basically. So that was pretty interesting battle. Do you have anything to add to what I just told about the battle, or should we go ahead?
Fun fact, Focus Blast was 8 for 8 in this round.
8 for 8.
The move that misses the most in competitive leagues went 8 for 8.
8 for 8. Yeah, I mean, it's not Fire Blast yet, but whatever. Let's just not talk about Fire Blast or Rock Slide anymore. Yeah, and then Rock Slide misses with 90% accuracy. It's whatever. So we can go ahead and look at the brackets for next week, which will be having the semi-finals next week, where the San Francisco 49ers, coached by Boo with Psychic type, will take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, coached by Ipa with the Dark type. And then in the second semi-final, we'll be having the New England Patriots, coached by Burke with the Electric type, taking on Manaphy City, coached by Cameron with Poison type. Do you want to go ahead and give your predictions on the upcoming semi-finals, Aiden?
So before this tournament even started, I predicted Boo to just basically sweep through everybody with his team, unless he faced Ipa. And I kind of looks like I jinxed him, because in the semifinals he does have to face Ipa, who's Dark type, and I don't see Psychic beating a Dark type like this, like a Mono type. So I'm gonna have to give this to Ipa at least 3-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I mean, if you look at Cameron's team, Boo's team. I'm sorry. He doesn't have anything for the dark types Cameron has. I mean, he has no fairy typing. He does have the Victini, which can kill the Weavile and the Bisharp, of course. But I don't really see him having anything for Mandibuzz and for Hydreigon. So that's why I think, just as the same with Corné's battle, Hydreigon and Mandibuzz are probably going to put in a lot of work against Blue Team. And that's why I think it's going to be a 5-0 in Blue's favor. Or in Ipa's favor, I'm sorry. 5-0 in Ipa's favor. Damn.
5-0 Boo's favor.
5-0 is Ipa's favor. If it would have been a 5 Boo, if it's going to be a 5-0 in your favor, echt, props to you. Big props to you.
But I don't think it will happen. With Metacham.
Yeah, probably.
The only chance, Boo.
Yeah, probably close combat Metacham. But then Mandibuzz comes in and screw it over your team. So the second battle, the New England Patriots versus Manaphy City. Electric type versus Poison type. This is a difficult one, but I'm probably gonna give this battle to Cameron and Manaphy City.
Yeah.
Just because they have Nidoqueen and Nidoking on their team, which absolutely Burke has nothing for them. Burke has nothing. I don't think he has anything like with Psychic type or Ground type on his team, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Zapdos gets a Psychic type move. I think it gets extra Sensory, but I'm not 100% sure, of course. And the Lantern, of course, can put in a lot of work. So can a Magneton. But I still think Cameron's team is in favor against Burke's team, and that's why I think it will be a 2-0 victory in favor of Manaphy City.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, because having both Nidoqueen and Nidoking against a mono electric team, there's only really 2 Mons on Burke's team that's immune to
electric. To ground.
3? I gotta go look at Burke's team.
I'm gonna do it as well. I know Rotom and Thundurus, but
I thought he had 2 Rotoms.
Oh yeah, he has Ghost and Mow. So he has 3 immunities.
Yeah, so
he has 4 immunities, by the way.
He has Zapdos.
Thundurus, Zapdos, Rotom, and Rotom.
Okay, so even with all of those, 3 of those are still weak to Ice Beam.
Yep.
Which Nidoking and Nidoqueen both hit super hard.
Sheer force, bruh.
Yeah. So unless Rotom Ghost just comes out and just absolutely mollywops people,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give this one to Cam. Probably another 3-0 or greater, I would say.
Yeah, I do think Cam is going to win. Although it's not going to be by a large margin because I think Burke has some stuff for Cameron, of course. Unless Cameron brings a Focus Blasting or Earthquaking Nidoqueen again with the Scarf or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. So this is where we will wrap up the Week 2 recap of the ISL Monotournament, unless I forgot something. I don't think I forgot something, Hayden. We basically talked about everything.
We did
right?
forget something.
Yeah.
If you guys are still at the end of the video, we are announcing that one of our new coaches, Mariner, coach of the Toronto Tyrantrums, is leaving the ISL. And I actually, during this video, just got word that Braden, coach of the Seattle Superiors from Season 1, is coming back to the ISL. So, there's that.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I forgot, basically.
Yeah.
So, that's basically where we wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed this Week 2 recap of the ISL Mono Tournament. Be sure to check out next week when we'll be uploading the recap of the semifinals. We will probably be doing longer recaps of the battles, just because we only have 2 battles next week. Which will probably be the reason why we will see you guys next week, of course. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Be sure to check out the channel of every other member of the ISL as well. I think Burke will put them down below, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But nevertheless, have a good day. Goodbye.
See ya.